Welcome back, my dear ICSE Class 10 students. Today, I'm going to discuss question 18 of this competency series, which I'm doing for you people. So if you have not watched the previous questions of this competency series, you can check the link given in the description box of this video. The link will take you to the playlist where all the competency questions are arranged in proper sequence. Okay, so each and every question that we are doing in the series is extremely concept oriented, competency focused, and very important. So make sure you don't miss out any of the questions of the series. So today's question 18, and we will be solving this beautiful question, which is application based competency question. Sumit and Sachin went for a trek, and during the journey they visited a cottage. Okay, now see what happens. They suspended their bags to the two ropes hanging from P and Q on a wheel capable of rotating around O. Now here there's a lot of thing told. You see, these two boys, Sumit and Sachin, when they went to the cottage, there they saw this wheel. Okay? And this wheel is capable of rotating around O. Now if you look at this figure more carefully, I'll zoom this. If you see the figure more closely, you see that there is the center O over here, which is the center, the pivot, the point of rotation. And this wheel can rotate freely in any direction about this point O. Okay, so this is one thing. Now let's read further, because it tells in the question the wheel is capable of rotating around O. I am not telling you. This question tells you that this wheel is capable of turning about O. Now, what has been said, another thing has been said, they suspended their bags to the two ropes hanging from P and Q on this wheel. So now let us see where this P and Q are present on the wheel. You can see here is P and here is Q. See, the diagram is not very clear, but this was the actual diagram that was given in the question paper. So you can't say that I need a clearer diagram. You can't complain because this was actually given in the original question paper. So you have to make it out from this particular diagram only, everything. So you see O is in the center, no doubt. P is here, Q is here, and there is one more point R over here. Now if I draw this neatly, which you have to do it on your own, so the figure will be something like this. This is the wheel O. In the center you have the point. This is the wheel, and in the center you have the point O, the point of rotation. Here you have point P. Here you have the point Q. Okay. Now the two ropes I'm drawing. Okay. So from point Q, one rope is hanging. From P also one rope is hanging. And now what is said in the question that Sumit suspended his bag to the rope Q. That means this Q rope, so this bag which is attached to rope Q is whose bag? Whose bag? It is Sumit's bag. Read the question carefully, things will become very easy. Now what is said further? And Sachin suspended his bag to the rope P. So now I'm drawing Sachin's bag. The same figure which is given in the question. I'm just redrawing it and making it easy for us to understand. Nothing else. I'm not drawing a different diagram. I'm drawing the same diagram. Okay. Let me join this point because this is the radius OP. Let me join this point also, O to this line, this rope. And now it is said in the question that, it is said in the question that this point is R. Okay, it's told in the question. Very good. I have drawn the same diagram. Now, a very important thing is told in the question. The wheel remained in equilibrium. Read it twice. The wheel remained in equilibrium means under this situation, the wheel is not rotating on any side. The wheel is not rotating clockwise, neither the wheel is rotating anti-clockwise because the wheel is in equilibrium. It means what? It means that anti-clockwise moments is equal to clockwise moments here. about this point of rotation O, the anti-clockwise moments is equal to the clockwise moments, because only then this wheel can remain in equilibrium. We already know it, right? That if the wheel is in equilibrium, it is possible only if the anti-clockwise moments are equal to the clockwise moments. Now the question is, which force is producing the clockwise moment and which force is producing the anti-clockwise moment? That's the question now we have to answer. Now you see this Sachin's bag, which is suspended on rope P. The weight of this bag, Sachin's bag, is producing the necessary clockwise moment. And the weight of Sumit's bag, that is the force. Weight is a force, you know it already, right? So the weight of Sumit's bag is that force which is producing the anti-clockwise moments. Now, since the wheel is in equilibrium, so the anti-clockwise moments is equal to the clockwise moments, and that we are going to write now. So according to principle of moments, we can write in equilibrium. This is the case of equilibrium, so there is no doubt regarding that. In equilibrium, anti-clockwise moment equals to clockwise moment. Now, anti-clockwise moment is provided by the weight of Sumit's bag. So we write down the name of the force, weight of Sumit's bag, multiplied with, how do we calculate moments? The force multiplied by the perpendicular distance of the line of action of force from the pivot. So this is the perpendicular distance from pivot to the line of action of force, which is OR. Now we are equating it with clockwise moments, which is produced by the force weight of Sachin's bag multiplied with, what is the distance of this line of action of the weight of Sachin's bag from the pivot? It is the radius, which is OP. Now see, it's very careful. It's very easy now. And we are actually doing the part, A. We are solving the part A, which is asking, state with a reason who is carrying the heavier bag. That means we have to answer that whether Sachin's bag is heavy or Sumit's bag is heavy. Okay. Now if you see this equation will tell you the answer. If you see, weight of Sumit's bag multiplied with OR is equal to weight of Sachin's bag multiplied with OP. Now from the figure, look at the figure and tell me that whether OR is smaller or OP is smaller. If I compare OR and OP, which is smaller? So it's easy, right? OR is this portion of the radius, whereas OP is the full radius. OP is the radius, whereas OR is not the complete radius, it's only a fraction of the radius. So it's very evident that OR is smaller than OP. OR is smaller than OP. Now you see, since OR is smaller than OP and the other terms when multiplied with OR and OP respectively, this whole expression is equal to the another expression. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side. There's an equal to sign. But if OR is smaller than OP, which indicates that the weight of Sumit's bag must be bigger, must be greater than the weight of Sachin's bag. Because OR is small. OR is already smaller than OP. Now, if OR is small and if weight of Sumit's bag is also small, then what does it mean? The whole thing is small, because small value multiplied with a small value. And on the other side, if you consider OP is already large. And if you think that weight of Sachin's bag is large, that means small value multiplied with small value can never be equal to a large value multiplied with a large value. So this is wrong. That means if OR is small, weight of Sachin's bag must be large. Only then it can be equated to weight of Sachin's bag with multiplied with OP, because OP is larger value in comparison to OR. So weight of Sachin's bag must be small. So it's always large multiplied with small equals to large multiplied with small. So both sides you have a larger term and a smaller term. So this way you can equate the equation. This tells the story, this makes the story completely clear that since OR is smaller than OP, therefore weight of Sumit's bag is greater, is heavier, you can say, than weight of Sachin's bag. Or rather, you can use the word, you can use the symbol. Finally, we will write this sentence. Same thing. Weight of Sumit's bag is greater than weight of Sachin's bag. Sachin's bag. And finally, we write, because the question asks us what? Who is carrying a heavier bag? So finally, you write Sumit is carrying a heavier bag. Sumit is carrying a heavier bag. That's it. Now this was actually the first part that we have done, part A. We have even stated the reason. This is the reason. So with the reason we have stated who is carrying the heavier bag. Now they are asking us, read the question, what is the next part, asking us, based on principle of moments, write a mathematical relation that can be used to determine the weight W of Sachin's bag. So now we have to use the symbol W in place of weight of Sachin's bag, and we have to write a mathematical equation to find out this W, given that the weight of Sumit's bag is 18 kgf. So we have to just frame an equation. So we will use this equation, we will use principle of moments equation. So we rewrite the equation once, weight of, the same equation, weight of Sumit's bag multiplied with OR is equal to weight of Sachin's bag multiplied with OP. Now we have to use the symbol W for weight of Sachin's bag. That is told in the question. We have to use the symbol. Let me show you the question. Let me scroll it up. Now I hope it is clear to you that here's W is written. We have to use it for the weight of Sachin's bag. So instead of weight of Sachin's bag here, we will use the symbol W multiplied with OP equal to, now weight of Sumit's bag is given in the question, that is 18 kgf. So 18 multiplied with OR. This is the equation. So 18 multiplied with OR is equal to W multiplied with OP. Now since we have to write the relation which can be used to determine the weight W, so this equation, we give a slight modification to it and we make W the subject of the equation. This OP comes below 18 multiplied with OR. So it gives you 18 times OR upon OP, which is equal to W. So this is the answer. We don't need to find the value of W. We only need to write the mathematical relation which can be used to determine this W, and that we have done. So this is the equation. This is the answer. Very simple. So you see, how did I solve this question? It was pretty easy to understand. Very good competency level question. A previous year board question. It's actually a previous year board question. So if you have enjoyed this question, you've understood the question, I would request you to press the like button and to write a beautiful comment and also share this video with your friends. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel and also pressed the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of the videos. Take care. God bless you. See you in the next video.